In this video, I'm going to show you 5 items that you can flip from eBay to Amazon, and this is absolutely perfect if you're scared of getting IP claims, if you want basically the lowest risk that you can get. Doing eBay to Amazon, this is going to be perfect for you if you've been thrifting, if you've been doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. You have a bit of extra money that you want to put into online arbitrage flips that are sometimes a little bit higher margin. This is going to be a really good video for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to actually show you all 5 of these items, and make sure to stick to the end because the last item that we're going to look at has the potential to be over $100 profit each time you flip the item. So the first item is the Texas Instruments TI-83 Plus graphing calculator. And just so that you know, in all these examples, you don't need to just think about, oh, just this model number. There's the TI-84, there's the TI-84 CE. There's tons of different model numbers of all of these. And so what you're gonna wanna do is find the right ASIN on Amazon, this right here. And we see that basically you'll probably want to know the basics of how to actually look at a Keepa graph. Very basically, ignore almost everything, but you can see this green line goes up and down here. And the closer to 0 it gets, the faster it sells. The higher it is, the slower it sells. This item is absolutely selling very quickly. And we see that the used price is going to be represented by this buy box used, this purple right here. So we see that this price is anywhere between $30 and sometimes up to $50. So somewhere in the middle there is around $45. So putting this in as the price, and we see that we're going to get $31 back. If you look on eBay for the same item, this one I'm pretty sure is this actually a plus? This is a plus. But this one is going to be for parts. So you can look at best match, you can look at newly listed, you can look at lowest first. You're going to want to find one that actually is working right and isn't for parts repair, unless you want to do that game, which is also another way that you can make money, of just buying these that are for parts and seeing if they just need batteries. And then you go and sell it on Amazon for 30 plus. But I mean, right here, the cover doesn't work. Okay. We could just keep scrolling down and taking a look. That's like the trade-off. If you start with looking at the lowest first, you're going to see all the ones that are for parts. Let's just go for best match real quick. And again, if you're looking at an item that you've never seen before and you're like, I wonder if this would be a good flip, what you can do is you can hit the solds and see if any of these are selling for the right price that would be profitable on Amazon. We see that there's 7,100 solds, and if we just scroll around, probably it's going to be skewed if we look at the lowest first, let's say ending recently. So a lot of these are for parts. So we have this one at like 24. So like you're going to have to send offers, but it's very possible to get one for under $20 here. Like this is around $20. This is testing and working under $20. And that's going to be a $10 profit there. So what you can do sometimes is you can also look through here and find all the ones that are, working and would be good if they're the right price, and then just send a bunch of offers for something that would work. Again, this is just the first example, and this is a really good one if you're, not wanting to spend $100 on an item. This is a really good get your foot in the door, easy $10 to $15 profit item that you can flip on Amazon. And so the next one that we're going to take a look at is something if you are a little bit braver and you want to put some more money into an item and actually get rewarded a little bit more. You could flip something like the Zebra GK 420D. What a mouthful. So we're going to take a look at this. And I didn't type it right either. So here's this. Of course, this is going to be wrong because I typed it wrong. And again, there's lots of other model numbers of very similar items. Like I know for a fact there's 20, 30 other model numbers of very similar items like this. So you could go deep down the rabbit hole of this. Again, here we're seeing the buy box for used is around $199.99. And another thing to keep in mind when flipping used items is you can see that these people in used like new condition are sometimes getting more because it's used like new. So that's a game that you can play as well. If you happen to find something that's used like new, you can sell it for a bit more in some situations. But we're going to say 200 bucks. And we're going to type printer or label maker. I'm going to filter by, we're just going to go by used. So that's interesting. That looks very profitable. So they have, okay. So this is a situation where we see that I don't think they're going to include the cords here. Yeah, they're missing the cords. So you could sell without the cords as used acceptable, but your return rate's going to be higher. Your customer's not going to be as happy. So what you could do is, since this is such a low price, especially if you were to buy two, I'm curious here, if we were to just add this to cart, how much would it charge me for shipping? Okay, so we're basically at $80 each, which is great. $94 profit each. And then what you could do is just go on eBay and then purchase a power cord that would be compatible with this. Maybe you would add another 15 to 20 bucks each. So you'd be paying $100 and you'd get $70 profit on each one. So like we literally just like have been looking for 5 minutes and we already found $150 profit. So and also this is something that sells pretty quickly. Again, it's like 60K on office products. And the price has been higher in the past. So zebra printers are something that you can definitely be on the lookout for. Again, there's lots of different model numbers. You can be on the lookout for other thermal printers as well. But yeah, that's going to be our second item. And I was trying to think which item do I do next, but we're going to kind of alternate to something that is on the smaller side. And so something that we could be searching for is Google Nests. Like here's an example, like a Google Nest charcoal that we could sell in used condition on Amazon. So what we're going to do is we're just, if they had the, it's nice when they have the UPC right in here so we can just get there quickly, but we'll just go ahead and type it in here, Google Nest charcoal. And so the good thing about these, in new condition, I'm very wary of things like this because of the fact that they are so quick sellers. Like for example, I was selling this one in new condition and I ended up getting a claim on it. It's an item that is really in the limelight. It's a very popular item, but in used condition, like no brand is really caring about used condition. So that's what I meant about the lower risk that you're going to be taking selling in used condition. And it's interesting here too on this ASIN, even selling in used very good condition, it's very close to the new price. So you could probably even sell an item that's new and then just sell it on Amazon in used condition and still make money. Like in this case, the used buy box is $106. So we're going to take a look here. I mean, this one is, I mean, it's profitable. You'd want to find something less. Like you don't want to just buy a 20% ROI item. I'm going to search by UPC. And I'm going to go like this. So here's one you could snipe at auction. If you got it for $30, that would be amazing profit. Yeah, $54 profit. This one is in open box condition. It's a stock photo, so you'll want to like actually check the item once you receive it to make sure that it's kind of what they say it is. But I mean, if it's actually an open box condition, even if it's in used very good condition, this is $39 plus 8, so $47. You've got a $37 profit, 79% ROI on a fast selling item. And again, there's all these variations that you can look at. There's other types that are similar to this. So Google Nests are a really good item that you could be flipping used on Amazon from eBay. And so switching gears again, another item that you could sell in used condition are DVD recorders. So an example of this is the Toshiba DR430. So this is a listing that sells faster. And so sometimes IP alert will come up on items. But the thing is that people are reporting that they got IPs on new condition items. Whereas if you're selling in used condition, unless you list on a private label item, very rarely you're actually going to get an IP claim. You're just lowering your risk a lot. And in this situation, the used price is around $100. I mean, right now it's at $138. So if we called it 100, you're going to get 87 back. And if we want to search this on eBay, we'll see what we can find. And again, this isn't the only model number that you could be searching for. There's all the other Toshiba ones. There's Sony, there's Samsung, there's Blu-ray players. There's a lot of different types of items that are similar to this, where you can get a good deal buying used and selling on Amazon in used condition. And also, if you don't sell used, like me, my primary business model is selling in new condition. A lot of these can be sold in new condition. Like you see here that these are selling for in the ballpark of $500. So if you can find this in really good new condition and you're okay with that risk, these can be really good money. So we're gonna see if we can just find one right off the bat. This is parts and repair. Again, this is another type of item where if you know the right type of fix for the item, you can make some good money selling this as used after you fixed it. But we're just looking here and seeing it's broken. You'd probably want the remote. So right now it looks like there's nothing available right now. I'm gonna hit the sold and take a look. So here's one with the remote, 24 plus 13. So that's going to be $44 profit. So that would be doable. And again, like looking at other model numbers, maybe ones that aren't as fast. A lot of these Blu-ray players are actually slower than this, which makes it it actually opens up the margin as long as there's not too many people on the listing. So be looking for listings where there's not tons of people on the listing and you can get a fast sale, even if it's a higher rank. But like we said before, our last item is an item that could sell for over $100 profit. And also this is a category that has a lot that you can sell eBay to Amazon for relatively low risk if you're doing it in used condition, and that's books. And the particular book that we're going to look at today, I've sold before. It's called The Book of Knowledge, Keys to Enoch. And so we probably want, I think there's multiple listings of this. Maybe they consolidated it finally. So looking at the keep, it looks like there's some space for new people to get on the listing. Oh, but he's low. Interesting. Okay, so a new person just came on the listing, but there was space to go up here. Okay, so in used condition here, we're seeing a pretty steady 188, 210, 195, 187. So we're just going to call it 190. And I think in the past this was higher. Yeah, back here it was like $300. So we're going to take a look on eBay here. And one interesting thing about the book, this book here, is their website has an order quantity limit issue. So that's what's going on with this ASIN here, last I remembered. So here's one that we would probably have to send an offer on this one if you wanted to get it at the right price. Taking a look at the solds, we see here that this one, if you got this in this condition, $104. That's $50 profit right there. So this one would have been $69 profit. And I'm curious if this item is still here. Some extra gain for the people who have actually made it to the end here. So I'm pretty sure they have this item. And last I checked, it was like $54. Yeah. Yep. 50 plus shipping. So sorry to anyone who's on this listing. If you guys have made it to the end and your game, just sell this in new condition. You can sell this for $270 and buy it for $54. The problem is that you can only buy one. Almost all the time, they're very strict about canceling the orders. So this is some free game for anyone who made it to the end. And this is probably where a lot of people are getting the book from in order to make $160 profit. But yeah, that is 5 different items that you can sell from eBay to Amazon. Again, definitely look at the different model numbers, the different similar items, the different of the same type of items. And you can also flip these in new condition as well. So with that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your day and take care.